Wardrum Studios, now known as Grove Street Games, and their history with Rockstar Games. Let me explain. So, for starters, Wardrum Studios first got their start importing the Wii version onto the PS2 of Ghostbusters the video game, and their other start was also them handling the online services for a wrestling game known as Lucha Libre Heroes del Ring. But then, out of nowhere, Rockstar Games then later starts contacting Wardrum Studios to port the GTA 3D era trilogy onto mobile devices. The mobile editions of the PS2 games of GTA were the 10-year anniversary editions put onto mobile devices, but they weren't without a few problems. For starters, they did have some bugs into them, but then also another thing is that these versions, and also to me personally, these games felt a little clunky to play, mostly because obviously there's no buttons, it's just touchscreen controls that you have. But then also, it seems like the most mishandled project that they've ever had when they did the 10th anniversary versions was mostly the San Andreas game. Here's the problem with the version of San Andreas. The problem with it is that, for one, it had a lot of bugs everywhere and it was pretty buggy to play. Also, another problem with it is that they've also altered the graphics, which altered the look and feel of the game. And to even make it more lazy, they literally took the mobile version and then later ported it onto the PS3 and onto the Xbox 360. So if you see San Andreas with the PS3 and Xbox 360 logo, don't get it. You're not buying the original version. And in a way, it feels like a scam. Outside of the trilogy, they also ported GTA Chinatown Wars onto mobile devices, and they've also done a few outside of GTA, such as porting Bully onto mobile, and also the same for Max Payne 1 as well. And then later, War Drum's final, and I should have also mentioned that I'm going to keep calling them War Drums since the beginning. Another issue is that, and this would be their final project that they would work on, GTA the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. And there you could see where it went south so fast. And when War Drum released the Definitive Edition, it quickly became the laughingstock of gaming 2021, and many people asked one thing: what went so wrong? Terrible character models, a million glitches and bugs in these games for all three, that they had bugs that were so bad that they actually hindered the gameplay and were actually pretty bad. And then later you also had this other issue of where they did not even release it. They also did not give the game a day one patch, and its patch didn't even come until a week later. And because of how bad the game was and how fierce the backlash was, Rockstar had to actually apologize because of how bad it was. And also, if you really want more information, I suggest that you check out Matt McMuscles' video on what happened with GTA the Definitive Edition. God, there was so much wrong with that game. And there you had their history and relationship with Rockstar Games. Wardrum Studios was, and it's still kind of weird that out of nowhere they got contacted by Rockstar to be working on the mobile ports. But then, even more so, when they were given the work to be working on the Definitive Edition, that's when things went south. They did a few more patches with it, but then later they were let go by Rockstar back in 2024.